first training from the beautiful island of St. Lucia. And before I came to Taiwan, I was enrolled at the Windward and Newbury as a draft technician. So what it entails is that I used to really do, like, for example, site plans of the building. For example, P&ID drawing, which is plan and design drawings of how the plant works with the pipelines and color coding of the pipeline.
Okay.
And also, before that, I did some internship at True. We sell like lumber and this type of thing, but also have an architectural aspect where they build homes for people. So I had the opportunity to engage with the architect, and we used to go on site and this type of thing. So basically, that's literally what I did when I was back home. Yeah. Well, I did not choose architecture. I believe architecture chose me because really and truly, I'm somebody, I don't like to stay stagnant. I'm a very active individual. And what drives me more into architecture is that I love to use my hands into designing stuff. And I also have a very good feeling when I design something that's, oh boy, I really did something good. So in the sense of, I'm more of a technical person, and I think that's one of the industries that really I can say that goes hand in hand with me personally, especially the type of personality I have, being active. Yes, it has an office time where it's indoors, but also have an outdoor part, which I love. And I believe I cannot stay in an office just in front of a computer too long. I'll get really bored. I prefer that outdoor feeling.
Okay, makes sense.
Well, basically, I can only speak in the aspect of education, which is university work, but because I have not engaged in any architectural firm here. But what I find out is that back home, the way we design, we use space to create a building, in the sense that they give you space, dimension, what is purpose, and then you have to fit it in within a square footage. But when I arrive here in university, it's like you go to some place and you have no idea what you're doing, and then you have to come up with means of how to make something work. For example, back home when I was at school, the aspect was like, look, this floor plan, where you have the room of whatever size, and then you make it work together. But here they are telling you come with an issue, then you have to come up with a concept, and from the concept will help you in detailing the drawing itself or the building itself. So I think that is like whatever I knew before, I just have to forget it and just start back new. I'll not say yes, the language is one aspect, but in all essences, it's still part of the main issue, in the sense where probably I have the capability of doing whatever the teacher says, but I don't understand really what the teacher wants me to do. But other than that, one of the greatest challenges is the food, because normally back home we eat every day is a different meal. But here it's like if everything every day is the same meal over and over and over again. And it's not only that too, it's like sometimes you say, okay, probably I'll do rice, but do rice in a different manner. But here it's like the same meal, same way, same everything. Also, the laws. I think one of the greatest aspects is like, I don't know if it's because that back home is like we have more leverage or something in relation to law, but the type of law they have, some things you really find it redundant. There's some aspect of how you interact with people. Probably you cannot really touch somebody because they can pose like a threat to them, or probably how you watch them, how you speak. And also what these things like, how they live is like the way of life. Everything is quick, and nothing is not like slowing down and that type of stuff. Well, basically my most interesting design, I would say, is probably when we build like an elementary school based somewhere in Yangshan, some site in Yangshan. Why I thought that was interesting is because my design was in relation to some Chinese garden, and the whole purpose of the Chinese garden is that you could see something from a small frame, but when you go out, it's something completely different. So it's like going into the unknown. So I think that was one of my greatest designs. I really enjoyed it. It was like, because I literally believe education should be something that's fun, not really something which is somebody just in a class and open a book. So I believe that if you can create a school where it's fun, like a playing school, so that aspect of the Chinese garden, meaning that everywhere is a different feeling, a different setting, and you have sounds, you have all this. I think that was one of my greatest designs. Personally, I'll start by saying I like minimalism architecture, meaning architecture is simple and not that too complicated, because I literally believe is, although architecture has some part of reflection and some part of history or culture related to it, so it's not like I can just take any simple drawing. But I believe in open space which allow free movements and also good ventilation within spaces. And also I like green architecture in the sense. So in that sense, one of my favorite architects I studied before was Frank Lloyd Wright, which is, he has one of the famous design of the house within a waterfall area, which is he merged nature with inhabitants. I mean, like people and nature was in a sense like one, not a house apart from nature, a house within nature in that sense. Well, the first is mindset. I'll say have the proper mindset, because we have to realize nothing comes easy, because to be honest, studying architecture is very, very difficult in the sense that you have to manage time, you have to have a type of interest within what you're doing. It's not like something, okay, I just want to do that because it makes money. In the sense, if that's the mentality, like you just want to come to because it makes money, I'll advise being here, it will be really tough because you'll think it's not worth what you're doing. So I think in order for you to come here and study architecture or work in an architectural industry, you need to have that sense of urge towards the industry itself, not just because of its fantasy, meaning that way it gives you money. No, you have to have interest. If not, it will be very difficult and you'll see like your time is wasted studying here. And the way time is constructed is like everything is fast track. So in other sense, the most challenging thing in there is that probably the teacher like want the amount of time you have to complete a well-set job.